Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's third video. Going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days for today's third video. Day 10 will take us to the 3rd of September, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the extended GFS and ECM ensembles, because we're going to around a couple of weeks. Have a look at CFS at the end of the video for the next 4 weeks, and that will get us well into the second half of September. I shall get on that for you in a moment. To say that first video today was our 6 AM upload, and we've also released GMA Wednesday, having a look at the GMA season model for the next 3 months going through the autumn of 2022, so check that one out if you'd like to see that. And please like, share, subscribe on videos. Thank you so much everybody for doing that. Got an interesting poll on the community page and the GavsWeatherVids Twitter as well, Twitter feed at the moment. We're asking which summer you think is the best in terms of hottest, driest, that you've experienced. So have a look at the poll and see how you think 2022 rates with past very hot summers back to 76. Right, okay then, I'm going to begin by having a look at the tropical Atlantic. So we've got 2 disturbance areas. We've got a yellow X just here, and got another one just coming off Africa just there. Neither of these are expected to become tropical storms or hurricanes in the next 5 days. So disturbance 1 only has a 20% chance of cyclone formation in the next 5 days, and disturbance 2, again, only has a 20% chance of cyclone formation in the next 5 days. So neither of those are expected to become a particularly intense feature. However, it could be a sign that the season's just starting to pick up a little bit. We have been devoid of tropical storms and hurricanes so far this season. We've been devoid of disturbance areas, really. So, the fact that we begin to see disturbance areas developing could be a sign that over the next week or two, things are about to pop off a bit in the Atlantic. But we'll wait and see. About that. Of course, season temperature has been updated up to yesterday, 23rd of the month. 23rd of August, and we're standing at 19.2, which is 3.4 degrees above average. A very, very hot month indeed, very hot August, and that's probably going to tick down a little bit over the next few days, I would have thought. So probably going to come in under 19 in the end, but we'll be solidly in the 18s, however. This will be the hottest August, definitely since 2003, possibly the hottest since 1997. So, proper hot month. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. The next couple of weeks, red light is Perthshire upper air temperature average for Cardiff. We're above average at the moment. Yeah, let's see a little bit of tick down taking place at the end of week and into the bank holiday weekend. So the temperature will cool down slightly, it'll freshen up a bit, but will still be very warm. And then next week it looks like it's going to get really warm again for a time around the turn of the month. As you go through the first week of September, whoops, my line went a little bit wonky there. As you go through the first week of September, we see signs of a little bit of a cool down perhaps taking place, although the thick green line, which is today's GFS operational run, that 6-hour operational run, that's very warm. So a lot of uncertainty about this first week of September. Will it turn cooler? Will it turn more unsettled? Or will actually it remain warm and dry through the first week of September? Lots of uncertainty about that right now. Precipitation wise, there is some wet weather over the next few hours. So it's going to go drier though as we go on through the rest of August, really. So the transition towards drier weather at the end of the week into bank holiday weekend, possibly picking up something a little bit more unsettled again through the first week of September. But as I just said, a lot of uncertainty about that right now. Temperature anomalies from the 24th of August to the 1st of September are above average. Precipitation anomalies 24th of August to 1st of September are drier than average. So yes, on and on it goes. A drier and warmer than average week to come. Latest wind from that from earthnorthschool.net shows that we have got an area of low pressure just to the west-northwest of Scotland that's trying to feed in even. These Atlantic winds and will turn things cooler and fresher over the next 24 to 48 hours or so. Right, so this is how the UK Met Euro is looking for midnight on Saturday, with high pressure building up from the Azores high. as we go through the weekend. We're under this ridge. It won't be completely dry under that ridge. I think there will be a few shower scatters about. However, the emphasis, because we're under high pressure, will definitely be on dry weather for the bank holiday weekend. And whilst on a heat wave, it should be pleasantly warm. That high pressure carries on right way to this time next week, Wednesday 31st of August, when again we're under that big area of high pressure, bringing in the wind from the east, so it will be very warm, possibly even quite hot by that point. Bit of a funky low over France. We have got this area of low pressure down here as well. Could that one be a bit of a game changer as we go through the first week of September? Let's put in a question mark. And we'll wait and see about that, of course. Icon looks like that, with a ridge of high pressure building in from off the Atlantic on Saturday, and then that high pressure stays with us, reaching through the country through the bank holiday weekend and on into the middle of next week as well. We're high and dry, certainly up to middle of next week. That's Wednesday 31st of August, under that ridge, keeping things mostly dry, fine and very warm. GFS midnight run, again, shows that little ridge building up from the southwest on Saturday, developing into an area of high pressure over into the North Country as we go through the bank holiday weekend, bank holiday Monday. And then the middle of next week dominated by high pressure, sitting over and to the North Country, bringing lots of dry, fine and very warm weather. By around day 9, the high pressure just begins to break a bit and pull out to our west, with this area of low pressure pushing down from the north. That turns things significantly cooler for days 9 and 10. That is day 10, Saturday the 3rd of September. Significantly cooler with low pressure to our east and high pressure to the west, and pulling in quite a cool north or northeasterly wind, then that will bring some showers with it too. High pressure remains more or less the dominating factor though as we go through the first week of September on the GFS midnight run. Always sitting just to our west, so not a heat wave, but bringing lots of dry weather really, and pleasant conditions, not overly warm at all, maybe even quite cool by night, but certainly pretty dry and a lot of fine weather there. GFS 6 then, again with high pressure building in from the Azores over the bank holiday weekend, bringing lots of dry, fine, warm or very warm weather with it, and that carries on into the middle of next week as well. Day 10 does not drop that low pressure in from the north, it just has high pressure maintained over to west of the country. So 3rd of September, we're back to high and dry conditions through the first week of September on this GFS 6Z run. All that proper high pressure mess lasting all the way up to the 9th of September. Notice by that point we have got the remains of a tropical storm and or hurricane in the North Atlantic Ocean as well. So dry and very warm conditions continuing really through the first week of September with the GFS 6. If you enjoyed the video, please can you like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much everybody for doing that, and drop a comment. Let us know that this is all of our videos. We thank you so very much for doing that. GM, again with high pressure building up from the Azores over bank holiday weekend, bring lots of dry, fine and warm weather. These dry, fine, warm conditions then continue right way up to day 9. Day 10 though starts to see low pressure developing to north of Scotland and pushing in to the UK. That could start being something a little bit cooler and a little bit more unsettled in off the Atlantic by day 10. And then the ECM again with a ridge of high pressure building up from the southwest as we go through bank holiday weekend, brings lots of dry, fine, warm, very warm weather with it. We do pull in the wind from the east or the northeast with the ECM though, so it's certainly not a heat wave. But the emphasis all the way up day 10 is on dry weather. So definitely been a shift here in moral output today, back towards high pressure dominating into the early part of September. The challenge we talked about yesterday and the day before of unsettled, cooler, wetter weather for the first week of September was never set. We saw within the ensemble data, particularly the ECM ensembles, that actually while the operational runs were flirting with that sort of unsettled idea, the majority of was probably favouring higher pressure actually, and I think you see the signs of that now in the operationals today. So the high pressure will well continue into the early part of September at the very least. This is a precipitation forecast based on the ECM run from trecho.com. Comes some thunderstorms in the southeast tonight. That would be very useful with those downpours pushing up from France. They get out of the way tomorrow, and then we're in for lots of dry weather over the bank holiday weekend. Not completely dry, with some showers coming and going, but the emphasis is definitely on pretty dry weather really over the next week to 10 days. Brings our updates on the table within the ECM ensemble today for day 10. That gets us to the 3rd of September. 16 members of the ECM ensembles have a trough of low pressure over the top of the country, combined with a ridge of high pressure in the Atlantic, cool and unsettled and showery with that, with winds in from the north or northeast. 13 have high pressure over and just west coast, lots of dry weather with that, although it could be a little bit on the cool side. 12 with high pressure again just to our west, that brings a lot of dry weather with it. And then 10 with high pressure to our north, low pressure to the south, to the southwest, and winds are coming in from an east or southeasterly direction. That's the warmest option, but could be a little bit volatile and bunchy. They all involve high pressure, or most of them do. In 2 weeks' time, these snapshot gets to the 8th of September. 11 members of ECM ensembles with high pressure around Iceland. Winds coming in from the east with that, so warm, perhaps very warm even. With a lot of dry weather, especially so in the north. But look, it's 9, totally different, with deep low pressure dominating. So that's going to be autumn setting in and descending, literally. 9 with high pressure, or another 9 with high pressure just to our west and northwest. Around that, we bring in the wind from an east or northeasterly direction, mostly dry, could be a little bit on the cool side. 8 with high pressure right over the top of the country. Another 8 with high pressure over Scandinavia, low pressure out to our west. That could be quite warm, but could also be volatile, maybe a bit thundery. And 6 with high pressure to the north, low pressure is to the south, and winds coming in from the east with that one. So, again, range of options, but high pressure doesn't look like it's going to be all that far away, I don't think, for the first week of September now. GFS reaches finally with a 500 millibar hydrometer bring down into week periods. The first week period takes from the 24th to 30th of August. The coming week will have high pressure over and to the north and northeast of the country. Winds will be coming in from an easterly direction, so a lot of dry weather to come in the weekend. Week 2 is going to be the 31st of August, 6th of September, with high pressure to the north, low pressure is to the south, winds in from the east. That could bring some thundery rain into the south, maybe that low around Biscay, but the emphasis is still on dry weather with that. High pressure dominates in most areas. Week 3 is going to be the 7th to the 13th of September, with high pressure just over and slightly to the southwest of the country. And so back to each dry weather going again. And then week 4 is going to be the 14th to 20th of September. High pressure is just to our west and southwest. So maybe it's going to turn a bit more unsettled in the north, but for the south, the dry, fine conditions are set to continue. Could this turn out to be another drier and warmer than average month, I wonder? If you enjoyed the video, then please do like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for doing that. Drop a comment. There's so much about this and all of our videos. And don't forget to tell friends and family about GavsWeatherVids to get them to subscribe. And thank you so very much for doing that. Right, we're done then. So just coming up tomorrow, I'll have a 6 AM upload. We'll have a European outlook as well, and there'll be a 10 to 14 day or two, so keep checking back to the channel for more. You enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and for this one though, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.